for their sin was very grievous. The cry of Sodom and Gomorrah grew great, and they turned their faces from God. The city turned against God. Sin became their way of life, and they were destroyed by fire. In the days when Abram and Lot parted ways,
Lot looked toward the fertile plains of the Jordan Valley, choosing the land that seemed like paradise. In the distance stood the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, surrounded by rich fields and green pastures. Yet beneath the beauty, a dark fate was waiting. These were the hillside plains of what was to become Sodom and Gomorrah.
And Lot chose him all the plain of Jordan, and pitched his tent toward Sodom.
There it stood, Sodom, city of the plain, its torches burning bright against a sky already turning cold.
And judgment was drawing near. Yet, beyond the city, 3 mysterious visitors journeyed across the desert toward Abraham. As the sun descended, their radiant presence revealed a purpose far greater than an ordinary journey. They came bearing heaven's message, warning of what was about to unfold. And Abraham would soon stand.
And the Lord appeared unto Abraham as 3 men stood by him, journeying toward Sodom.
Abraham saw 3 visitors approaching and bowed low before them, offering hospitality beneath his tent. But their message was grave. Sodom and Gomorrah stood under divine judgment. Abraham pleaded with the Lord, asking if the righteous could be spared. Mercy was sought, before destruction came.
For the Lord had said, "The cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great, and their sin is very grievous."
Abraham stood before the Lord and pleaded for Sodom. "Will you destroy the righteous with the wicked?" he asked. He pleaded again and again, for 50, 45, 40, 30, 20, and finally 10 righteous. And the Lord answered, "I will not destroy it for 10's sake.
Peradventure there be 50 righteous within the city. Wilt thou destroy and not spare the place?" And the Lord answered, "For the sake of 10 righteous, he would not destroy it."
As evening descended upon Sodom, 2 mysterious travelers entered the city, and Lot sat at the gate. Seeing them, he rose immediately and bowed low before them. With urgency and humility, he pleaded, "My lords, please turn into your servant's house and rest for the night." He would not let them remain exposed in the streets. So they followed him into his home, where Lot prepared a feast and baked unleavened bread. They ate beneath his roof, unaware that this quiet evening would soon become the final night before judgment fell upon Sodom.
But as darkness covered Sodom, a terrifying sound rose outside Lot's house. The city stirred with violence, unaware that heavenly judgment was already at its door.
But before they lay down, the men of the city compassed the house round, both old and young, all the people from every quarter.
But as darkness covered Sodom, a terrifying sound rose outside Lot's house. The city stirred with violence.
But the men put forth their hand and pulled Lot into the house to them and shut the door.
The night in Sodom had turned to terror. As the wicked crowd pressed against Lot's door, a blinding light struck them, leaving them stumbling in darkness, unable to find the entrance. Then the angels revealed the terrible truth: judgment was coming. The cries of the city had reached the presence of the Lord, and Sodom was marked for destruction. Lot ran through the night, warning his sons-in-law to flee. But they laughed at his words, believing he was only mocking them. Yet the warning was real. Dawn was approaching, and with it, the final judgment of Sodom.
And while he lingered,
No! We must leave right now! Do not look back! We must escape before it's too late!
and when the morning arose, then the angels hastened Lot, saying, Arise, take thy wife and thy 2 daughters.
At dawn, the angels seized Lot and his family and led them beyond the city gates. Mercy had spared them. Then came the command, escape for your life, do not look behind. Flee to the mountains.
Escape for thy life. Look not behind thee.
Behold now, this city is near. Oh, let me escape thither.
See, I have accepted thee. Concerning this thing also.
The sun was risen upon the earth. When Lot entered into Zoar, and they were destroyed by fire.
Then suddenly, the heavens erupted with terrible fire. Sulphur and burning brimstone rained down upon Sodom and Gomorrah, like a storm of fire from above. The cities, the fields, and all that lived upon the plains were consumed. Thunder shook the heavens as lightning flashed through the darkness. In one terrifying moment,
Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. And he overthrew those cities, and all the plain, and all the inhabitants of the cities. But his wife looked back from behind him.
And she became a pillar of salt.
And Abraham got up early in the morning to the place where he stood before the Lord.
from the mountains, Abraham stood watching in the distance. Suddenly, smoke rose from the cities like the smoke of a furnace. The Lord had rained down fire and brimstone upon Sodom and Gomorrah, destroying the cities and the surrounding plain. Abraham could only stand in awe, witnessing the terrible judgment of God.
And beheld, and lo, the smoke of the country went up, as the smoke of a furnace. And it came to pass, when God destroyed the cities, that God remembered Abraham, and sent Lot out of the midst of the overthrow. A a city chosen for its abundance. Even now, the ashes Sodom remind us. The Lord is patient, but he is not blind.